Hello, in our thematic analysis of Romeo and Juliet, we discussed how the role immaturity plays in several characters' actions, thoughts, and the way they treat those they love. Immaturity is shown in several characters as they make certain decisions that affect their actions. The play opens up with a feud between the Montagues and Capulets. Capulet, serving man Samson, disrespects Abram, a Montague serving man, by fighting his son, but he does not have the courage nor the maturity to own up to his own decision. Romeo's actions are further displayed by immaturity by his immediate resorts to suicide whenever something goes wrong. Any mature person would take the time to think over his or her actions and come up with a reasonable solution. Therefore, Romeo is not a mature person. However, the adolescents in the play are not the only ones ruled by immaturity in their actions. Lords Montague and Capulet are the heads of both households and are supposed to lead with dignity. Yet they let their childish feud between them and refuse to think about the consequences. The thoughts of many characters in the play are also affected by their immaturity. Romeo believes that he is in love with Rosaline, and when he is rejected by her, he shuts himself in, not taking advice from any of his friends. This is the first love Romeo has ever experienced in his life, so the rejection from Rosaline hurts 10 times deeper than it would for anything else. Later, Romeo changes from Rosaline to Juliet in a matter of seconds, and readers are skeptical whether or not Romeo did actually love Rosaline. Romeo's exaggeration for his love for Rosaline is characterized by his immaturity. However, Romeo's thoughts are not the only ones affected by his immaturity and naivety. Juliet is as well, and it is shown after Romeo is banished from Verona. She cries out very dramatically, believing that it is the end of the world if she no longer sees Romeo. Romeo is not dead, but Juliet can only focus on the downsides of their situation. Those the characters love are also greatly affected by their immaturity. The nurse whom Juliet trusts the most is giving her thoughtful advice after the love of her life is vanished. Being the immature kid she is, Juliet does not listen to one word, instead cursing at the nurse simply because they do not share the same opinions. Her immaturity is clearly displayed because, like Samson, Juliet does not have the courage to say her feelings to the nurse's face. Romeo is also like Juliet when he yells at the friar for their lame suggestion. The friar is one of the most influential adults in his life, and all Romeo does is treat him like garbage. Even Lord Capulet cannot act like a dog. He screams at Juliet, calling her ruthless names after she refuses to marry Paris. Juliet is his blood. She is his only child, and Capulet forgets all about that in a matter of seconds. As it clearly shows, Capulet is no better at this than any of the teenagers in the play. Immaturity clearly affects the actions, thoughts, and the treatment of characters in the play. It creates tons of chaos within their lives, and there is no way of knowing whether or not it could have been changed.